about... She's just come out live.
See, this is what I mean about the strange coincidence.
With you.
Yeah, there's a scrum going on there. Courtney Love is just getting into her car, still clutching her red roses, which she just told me she got from a very, very nice person. She told me that she pleaded not guilty in court. She does seem to be quite disorientated, it has to be said. We're up here because we're still linked into our live point. But as you can see, people having a field day around Courtney Love. She is driving herself. Her dog has disappeared. She arrived with a beagle, but now the dog seems to have gone. I don't know if it was detained in court.
OK, look,
Steph, thank you.
Let's move on for a moment. With others of the day's news, Christopher Lee fans have started a website petition after it was revealed that all his scenes have been dropped from the third Lord of the Rings movie. Lee, who thought he was playing bad wizard Saruman, said he was shocked to find out that all 7 minutes worth of his climactic bits had been cut. The horror movie veteran, who's a boyish 81, now plans to boycott next month's premiere and put an evil wizard curse on anyone who watches the film.
Tom Cruise was inches from death, or should that be in timely column inches about his near-death. Tom was shooting a fight scene for The Last Samurai when his mechanical horse failed to duck. His co-star's sword only managed to halt his swing millimetres from his throat. Conveniently, this almost decapitation of the biggest actor in the whole world has only made the press 3 weeks before its US release. Interestingly, if Cruise had had his head chopped off, he'd actually be 3'6".
That is interesting. That is...
Yeah, it's quite nice.
Robin, it's enough from you. That's what you're thinking. You've been on here and you said nothing. But here is more for you to say, because the nominations...
What if I haven't got anything to say? It'll be disaster.
Well, it will be, because this is about the British Comedy Awards.
I'm not nominated.
No, you're not nominated. Neither's Bobby Davro. He's out of it again. But Anton Deck, Graham Norton, Julie Walters all made the shortlist, though none of them actually showed up for this morning's photo call. These other nominees did, though. Amongst them, Best Comedy Actress shortlist to Felicity Montague. She's Alan Partridge's assistant, Lynn. Although the rumours abound that Alan won't be returning to our screens, some hope remains.
And I would love Lynn to go on, but it's really the boys. It's Amanda Nucci, Steve Coogan and Pete. But they're alive still, and I think they will come back to it whenever they're ready. They're so busy. They're doing their own thing. But I'm hoping it will come back, yeah.
Now, I said to you earlier, we were talking about these comedy awards, and you went, are they not proper? Why doesn't everybody turn up going, ooh?
Well, to me, it just seems to be a big industry thing where, obviously they all are, as if any of them aren't an industry thing. But the fact is that it's all the channels have different amounts of kind of voting power, which is why, for instance, that you see certain shows you go, but that was rubbish. You know, Hardware might have a great cast, which it does have, but it was a rubbish sitcom. But it's ITV's sitcom of the year. So, therefore, it's got a nomination. And I'm sorry, to see Johnny English in with Adaptation and even Calendar Girls is a little bit peculiar, isn't it?
I gave you a bit of paper with the nominations on, and you kept it from me and didn't return it, despite the fact that I was desperate for it. But Bo Selector's behind you all the time. He's nominated. I mean, that's a popular choice by anyone's account.
I actually look... Now, the weird thing is, with a lot of comics, if you mention Bo Selector, they go absolutely puce and violent, and spit comes out of their ears.
They're jealous?
No, people seem to genuinely hate it, but I can't understand how you can hate something so amusingly puerile. Because, I mean, this is what it's meant to be. It's just silly. It's people in stupid rubber heads running around doing stupid voices. And if you can't love that, then what can you love?
As a comedian, well, quite. The Sunday Times ran this piece last week saying British comedy is dead, it's not funny. Whereas I think, I might be thick, there's a brilliant sort of upsurge. You've got The Office, you've got him, you've got all... I mean, I know The Office is a bit old, but they've done another Christmas special. Do you feel happy to be placed in the British comedy market at the moment?
Well, I think that's the trouble, is because it's an industry. I mean, it's balls to say that... It's like when they say there's